Hey, welcome back to DIY RV and Home. My name's Greg. Today I'm out in the shop. I'm doing a little project. We're getting ready to go camping in the next couple days, so I want to get this thing done because it's going to be a back saver and it's going to help us out. What it is, we've got a water pump right here that we picked up at one of our local RV dealers this past winter. It was on sale. I'm going to make that into a freshwater transfer pump. I've got some tubing here with some fittings that I'm going to set up on it. And I've already taken the liberty of wiring in a 12-volt outlet plug on it. You guys wire it up however you want. What I'm going to power it by is this power plant that I got right here. It's a little jump pack that we picked up this last year. We actually use it well, for a jump start and whatever. But we also have some USB outlets on it, so we've been charging our stuff with that. It's got that 12-volt outlet. So when I need to fill that water up, I've got it. So I'm going to get everything swung around. We're going to start assembling this, get it assembled. Like I say, it's going to be real quick and easy. We're going to run out, we're going to test to make sure it works proper like how we want it to do. So let me get the camera all set up, bring you back. Alright, get some of this stuff cleared out of the way real quick. Just set that off to the side. Like I said, I've already taken the liberty. Alright, we're back. Got the pump sitting right here. And it's got 1/2-inch pipe threads on it. And I want to convert that over to garden hose. So I went over to our favorite, well, semi-favorite hardware store. Picked up two. As you know, they don't match. That's because I didn't want to pay the price for that one times two, where that one was almost half the price kind of thing. Alright, here it is. Now I like to have the same one, but they didn't have two of those in stock, so I had to get it. So here it is. Here's the water pump, RV water pump. It's got two, it's got an intake and an out. Okay, let's get this thing going. Now this pump is 3 gallons a minute, 12 volt, 7 amp. It's got an intake and a discharge port. They're both 1/2-inch pipe thread. So I wanted to use hose couplings. Now we're getting, alright, we're laid out here. What we've got is, we've got the pump. It's rated for 3 gallons a minute, operates on 7 amps, so it's not too hard of a draw. It's got a 1/2-inch and, alright, the pump that I got is rated for 3 gallons a minute. It's got intake and discharge at the same size 1/2-inch pipe thread. I went over to the local hardware and picked up a couple couplers for that. Unfortunately, they didn't have two of these in stock, so I had to get one of these. And this is what this is. It's a 1/2-inch female pipe thread interior, 3/4 pipe male on the outside, and then it's got hose on the one side. So it goes multiple ways. So we'll put that on one side. And the other one is just a 1/2-inch female pipe thread to hose. We'll put that on the other side. We are going to use some Teflon tape on that. Then what I've got is this hose repair, and I'm going to go ahead and get that hooked up onto this poly tube that I picked up, and this will be our draft tube. And then we'll just use one of our RV hoses water safe hoses to hook to the other side. So this doesn't have to be even right next to where you're filling. It could be off or wherever. So let's go ahead and get this thing put together. Now when using Teflon tape, you do want to wrap the same direction as here's one. So now it's just a matter of tightening it. You don't want to over tighten it because I mean that is a plastic head on that, so just take your time. So next, let's go get this hooked up. This is 10 foot of tube and we don't need that, so I'm just going to go ahead and grab a bit and guesstimate how long I want it. I'll go ahead and cut it down. Time to get this thing hooked together. So this actually was 10 foot. I cut it down just a little bit. I am going to keep some length to it. That way I don't have to fight holding it somewhere and try to get it in there. So let's go ahead and we're going to take the heat gun, heat it up so we can get this put on. Got the pickup tube assembled. Now all we have to do is just screw it onto this side. And this side right here is the one that you want to make sure that you get airtight, because this is where your suction is going to come from. This side over here is not as critical. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to round up my stuff. We'll move out to the trailer and we'll give it a test. See how she works. Well, let's give this a try. I've got a partial jug here. And I've got a full jug. There's my little power supply. We'll just set it right off there. Here's that pump. I'm going to just shove it right in the water. This is the discharge side. Just like that. Let's plug her in and see what happens. There we go. I got a stream of water coming out. I'm just going to set it right there for a second. We're going to let this thing go. Yeah, I can see that saving my back. I might need to put a little stinger on this little straight piece. That way we don't suck like that, because that tube is kind of bent still, or twisted still. Slide modification. Let's try it. It's just something I found in the shop that I can slide over it, or back up. There we go. That was easy. I'll call that a win. Save the back, make it easy, and excluding one little modification, worked out like I planned. So I hope you guys got something out of this, especially the boondockers. Give you something that you can do to kind of save your back when having to replenish your water. So anyways, if you liked the video, please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one. If not, if I don't see you out on the campsites.